Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TT from the D. And I want to thank you for rising and shining with us on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I really am feeling really energized, although a lot is going on, right? There's a lot going on, not just in my life, I'm sure there's a lot going on for you. And as the elders would say, if you keep on living, baby, you'll understand what I mean. But there's a lot going on in so many places. Around the world, in my life, around the corner, right? There's a lot going on, but I want to remind somebody, this topic today is hot. Why we shouldn't quit. Now, that's the topic for today. Why we shouldn't quit. Why you shouldn't quit. It doesn't cost you anything to keep going, firstly. Let's say that. For you to keep on going after what you believe, what you want, what you need is your right. Timing is everything. You don't need to align yourself with anything that's going to lead you towards quitting, because that's what the adversary wants. It affects your life negatively, because then you play the game of woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, wish I woulda, right? I wonder if. Now you're playing the if game. I wonder if I would have done this, what would have happened? Don't quit because you're closer than you think. Don't quit because this is what you wanted. Right? You've asked God for it. You've been tarrying for it. You've been standing in the gap for it. But you're ready to give up. No. Let me share 10 reasons why you should never quit. And I know never is a very small word. It's only 5 letters, but you should never quit. Corinthians 9:24 says, don't you realize in a race everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize? So run to win. That's the 1 Corinthians basically. Paraphrasing it, of course, right? We're going to go through trials and tribulations and tragedies and beautiful moments. Now, all things ain't going to be weary and negative and gray and gloomy. No, not at all. Not at all, not at all. But we got to prepare ourselves. You keep living, you're going to deal with setbacks, setups, disagreements, disappointments, right? Short-term, long-term situations that will make you strong or make you weak. You'll get a vision, you'll make it plain. Then you'll have a hazy vision and it will not be plain. Right? Check this one out. So let's not get tired of doing what is good at just the right time. We will reap a harvest of blessings if we don't give up. You can find that in Galatians 6:9. Hold on to his word. I just talked about it yesterday that trust him. He is faithful because he is. So let me run down these 10 little things for you. Who knows? You might relate to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 or 10 of them, right? These are just 10 minute reasons on why you should never give up. Why you shouldn't quit. Number 1, don't quit because what you're doing now could be laying the foundation to build your life and tell your story. Okay? Number 2, don't quit because you may be moments away, days away, weeks away from that moment that you've been waiting for all this time, right before you got on the roller coaster of, I don't want to do this anymore. Number 3, don't quit because everything you do comes from your goals, your missions, and your dreams. They're not fleeting thoughts. They're actually stones to build what you need. Number 4, don't quit because faithfulness. Do you believe? Do you have faith that you can and you will? Because you shall. Number 5, don't quit because quitting would undo everything you have built up until this point in your life, and you will be very displeased with yourself for going into that ring and waving that white towel or that white flag when you really don't have to. Number 6, don't quit because You know this one. Quitters are more filled with regret than anybody else. You know why? Because you always sit on the fence of I wonder. You watch everybody else doing what you know you could be doing or should be doing, but you quit. See, they kept going, and you want to know what the difference is between you and them? They didn't quit. They didn't give up. Number 7, don't quit because the world is still in need of who God designed you to be. You're holding that next invention, that next business, that next movement. Somebody is depending on you to come forth. I don't know what you hold, but I know you hold something that belongs to other people because our life is not our own. Your story is not just your story, it's his story and her story and their stories. Remember that. Number 8, don't quit because the future generation, your children, your children's children, your children's children's children, your children's 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 children, you get it? The people that you haven't met yet, they are waiting and they got a blueprint. But if you don't build what it is that God said you would build and you would bring forth in this world that he's trusting you to do, you won't fall into the obedience pathway and they will be lost. Number 9, don't quit because anything worth having is worth fighting for, including you. You're worth every bit of who you are. And damn it, ain't nobody gonna fight for you more than you'll fight for yourself. Number 10, don't quit because life is too short. At the blink of an eye, you see somebody today, they're gone tomorrow. That could be you. We don't know what tomorrow brings for us. We don't know what tomorrow is promising us. Hell, tomorrow don't promise us anything. Tomorrow cannot speak to you. You can only have conversation with today. You can whisper till tomorrow. You can whisper into tomorrow. But there is no conversation, friend. There's nothing you can say, nothing you could do, nothing you could have that's not meant for you to have, see, do. But you can believe and you can dream. And to be honest, you can have it if you're ready. If you're not ready, you can't have it. You can't go where you've never been before. You can't. You have to keep going, keep trying, keep looking, keep believing, right? You owe nobody nothing but you. And what do you owe yourself, you might ask? TT, what do I owe myself? Like what? I don't know. I'm not standing with you. And if I was standing right next to you at this exact moment on this beautiful Tuesday morning, it could be Wednesday, depending where you are in the world. It could be even Monday, depending where you are in the world. But you get what I'm saying. I still don't know where you're going. Even if you tell me, like, I'm going to go here and there and I'm stopping and blah, blah, blah. Okay. But what if you deviate from the plan? What if you decide that you want to make another stop? Is that your right? Yes, it is. Who can tell you can't go there? Only God can really tell you. Who are you going to listen to? See, a lot of times we start listening to people, folks. And folks ain't always got your best interest. They don't. Some will lead you down a broken pathway, knowing that the ground is not stable. Knowing that it's more like quicksand. And then you wonder, why did you tell me to go down this pathway and you knew it was going nowhere? That's because they saw greatness in you. They saw greatness in you. And they knew that you didn't see greatness in yourself. So they knew, because you didn't know your own worth, that they could mislead you, misguide you, shift your direction, and you would follow suit. I want you to realize that you don't need to quit. It's been plenty of times I wanted to quit. Oh my God. I can't tell you how many times I quit this industry as far as entertainment, because it can be a dog world. And I'm not even in entertainment like some of the artists and people that are really engulfed in it, that really, really get hurt, misused, misled, misguided, manipulated. because people are greedy. Not just greedy for money, greedy for power. And what's so funny is that you don't really have no power. Your blessings come from a higher being, and a lot of y'all think it comes from what you've done. I know. But oh my God, you're going to be in for a surprise when you realize that your blessings come from what you sow into the earth, what you give to the world, what you pay forward, just as well as what you don't give, what you don't pay forward. So, as I leave you this morning, on this beautiful Tuesday morning, I want to remind you that you are who you are at this precise time and moment in your life. Destined, purpose-filled, with specific instructions. It's up to you to discover what those instructions are. But in the meantime, while you're trying to figure it out, I'm going to remind you not to quit. Never quit on you. That's all I have for you on this day. It's your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.